Hello.
So I'm a little late, but where are we?
Looking at some things. Which doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
Where did my AP go? There it is. Why did it take so long to recover?
That's the AP right there, right?
Yeah. Yep. This is fucked. Why is it doing this?
What are we looking at here?
That's connected. Just keeps losing it. Why? Oh, it's connected, that's why. Okay, it just went to the other screen. Okay. All right, so they're both connected up, but that was weird. That was crazy. Why did it take so long for that AP to come back up? So everything seems to be working as designed. I don't see any issues. Except I changed some stuff on the AP and I tried to sync that with the cloud and I had a problem with that. That's something I'll work on later. However, the local programming is exactly the same as the cloud, so if anything happens, it will take the same programming from either one of them. I renamed that PC. I rebooted it. I did some work on it, and it didn't even affect this at all.
This one is what?
That's my junk PC.
No, what's this one called? St. Gregory the Theologian or no?
No, this is St. Gregory's, the YouTube PC-15. This is the one that we found in the thing over here. Okay? So when you went to the logs...
Also, it was your machine that was dash 15?
Hang on. The router sucks, by the way. There's nothing on it. You can't get any information off this at all. I had
Really?
I had a conversation this morning. I'll tell you in a minute.
I like the Verizon one. You can get everything on it.
Tell me about it. Where'd you go?
What's that noise?
Don't know. Okay, here it is. Here. This is St. Gregory's YouTube 15. Okay? It came up as .56, and there's the MAC address, which I wrote down. That's the bogus computer.
That's a dash 15.
Yeah.
This is what?
Let me show you mine. Oh, mine's on the list of beam here. That's why you can't see it. Here's mine right there.
Okay.
So I'm connected on right now. That's why you can't see it on the other screen. But anyway, there's 10.104. That's me.
Yep.
Okay, so yesterday when I went in here, I did the same exact thing. All right, what happened was I came down here and I was going down randomly looking, and I come to here and I was like, what the fuck? What the hell was that? And that's what it was. So somebody named that St. Gregory YouTube PC-15.
Okay.
They may have tried to put it on there as that computer and had a problem. And they changed it to -15. I didn't try that. I just thought of that right now. Let's do that. This thing's a piece of junk. Your daughter's got my other good computer. I gave it to her years ago.
Should have said something. I would have brought mine down.
Who knew? All right, name on the computer. And the problem is you got to reboot it, and it takes for fucking ever for the thing to reboot. I never thought of that. Let's do that. So we've got. Just make sure we match it to mine. That's the 15. Come on. I hate these fucking buttons.
That's why I have a mouse on mine.
Yeah, I know. Right there, let's do that, right, so it's ST Gregory. Saying Gregory, YouTube. PC caps. Just thought of that right this second as I'm talking about it. I was thinking about it.
It won't.
Look at that. Isn't that something, huh?
Yeah, I would've told you it wouldn't connect.
No, you gotta see it.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. It
Somebody
shouldn't
could
have
do
connected.
something, behind the scenes, so you gotta see it, and you
Right.
gotta figure out why it doesn't work.
Yep.
And it's very simple, because it's already in there on the router.
Yep,
Okay, so the question is, being on the router, somebody found it. So they're already a step ahead of us. So they either changed it before they got on the network, which I can't see because it's gonna boot up and go to the network anyways.
Right.
But they're not logged in, so that might be something right there. So let's do that. Come on, you piece of junk. Give it a minute. In any event, if it doesn't know it's on the network and you put it on there, that's where the problems lie. That's true.
disconnect.
Okay, so let's do this. There you go.
Yep,
So now they can do that. So that would tell me that whoever did that was not logged into the network at the time. So actually, am I still running? I am. Good. If that goes to hell, that thing starts discombobulating, that's our problem.
yep.
This will reboot and go
It'll
back right
automatically
up.
connect?
It'll automatically connect
Okay.
onto the
AP.
St. Gregory's.
St. Gregory's.
So if that does it, either way, it doesn't matter if it goes to the WFL6 because it's a duplicate on the network.
Yep.
The network is the WFL6 or WLF.
Well, I know.
I never thought of that. I just thought of that right this second. I said, oh shit. So somebody probably did the same thing that we did. They probably tried to get on the network and saw that problem. Or,
Oh, there's an IP scanner that saw the PC that was streaming and tried to name it that.
yep.
Got off the network, named it, and got back
No,
on.
no, no, no. You're thinking too much ahead. The problem is this. We had a crash on the network. Okay, or a PC. We don't know where that problem is.
Yep.
So the point is that somebody may have done what we're doing, crashed the network, and then backed out.
Yep.
Changed the thing. But we didn't see anything of that in the log, so that would have, well, no, it wouldn't have shown up in the log because it couldn't register.
Right.
But that could have happened. So let's see what it gives. It should come up with an error on this guy saying like, that's
Yep.
automatic, there's a device out in the network. And I have to remember my DNS shit. God, 12 years, I can't remember anything anymore. So many things I used to know, you know?
Yep.
This guy should come up and give this guy a fit.
If it's allowed to connect.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be.
So let's see what the old Landwiser has to say about this. This takes a few minutes to come up. PC2.
What's PC2?
St. Gregory's, YouTube, PC2.
It named it automatically?
Isn't that something? So DNS is actually managing it.
And it shouldn't be.
I got to think about that for a second. I never thought that would happen.
DNS is managing the... That shouldn't be.
Wait a minute, mine's not on there either. So there's only one PC on there. Why is it there's only one PC on there?
Did it name this one PC2 and kick that one off?
We'll find out in a second.
But the green light's on.
Mm-hmm. So, the only thing it can do is back it down to the other network. Nope. So that's still up and running. I don't see 104 on here though. It renamed this one
PC2?
2. Yeah. What the heck? The -2 must mean that it sees two PCs with the same name, and I'll bet you it's got the same IP address.
Is that one yours?
Yeah. Because there's only one registered, but it says -2.
Yep.
This guy is... $104.
Which is what it was?
Is what it was. Friggin' thing. It's got the correct name.
Yeah.
It's got all the physical attributes.
And no IP. No IP.
No, it doesn't. Oh, this is weird. Right there.
Yeah.
Wireless adapter right there.
It's your Intel wireless, yep. Oh, no IP.
My fucking thing.
My concern is that why is DNS changing that? You shouldn't change the name of the name of the PC.
There's some friggin' junk. It's not gonna work. I don't know. We'll see what the router has to say about that. Connected devices. YouTube PC, just one. RPLC Telecom, that's my old one.
That's this one?
That's what I renamed it.
Which one?
This one.
The old one?
So it's showing up on the network. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Showing up on the network.
At RPC Telecom?
I didn't see that. Come on, get off this bullshit. It's not showing up as RPLC Telecom. That was the old name of this before I changed it.
Right, but it's showing up there?
It's showing up here. There it is. What it's not doing is it's showing an address. This is the other thing. I can't ping these two guys.
You're on the same network, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to ping this.
You should be able
It doesn't
to.
have an IP.
Well, right now, yeah, but I'm talking about before.
Oh,
So what the fuck? What the heck? Sorry. God forgive me. What the heck?
wait a minute now.
Why is the router showing this?
This was...
Hold on. Why is the router showing that as RPLC Telecom? The network is showing it as a different name.
What's the network showing it as?
And yet that IP address is not showing up over here on this on the network. So something's crazy here. This is showing live. That's what I mean.
Show what?
Live. Or is it? Yep, connected devices. That's a connected devices on the network right now. This is offline. That's online, that's offline. Why is it showing up in the router as an online device?
With no IP.
Well, this is showing no IP.
This is showing no IP.
That too. There it is, DHCP, RPOC Telecom. There's the right one right there. Well, that's the one we want right there. That's the one we're looking at. This is the PC here. So what does that tell us? That tells us that DHCP is, DNS is actually the problem here. So when we look at two PCs with the same name on this network, it won't cut it, it won't do it. So somebody had to manually put in -15 on that PC.
Yep.
They could not have done it this way because it won't allow it, it won't
Right.
take an IP address. So DNS is stopping that, saying like, I have the information of the old computer, and I'm gonna show that here, but on the network, I'm not giving you an IP address because you've got a duplicate name.
Right.
Wow, okay.
It shouldn't even allow, it should actually allow it on the network as a duplicate name.
Well,
And then crash.
see, yeah, that's one of the questions, okay? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want to ping 10.104. See?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the problem that I have. If you ping another device, it goes out and it goes anywhere. It may be because it's on the same LAN, but I can't see that. It's going to go through the router and come back. So, it's
So if you ping youtube.com, it'll go out? Mm-hmm. Try it.
Actually, let's do YouTube. Well, it isn't doing it this time. Oh, we don't have an IP address in this. That's
Yeah.
why it's got messed up. However, before, it was not working on this, but it was working on the outside. So I could ping another device, I could ping my phone, and I could ping outside on it. So that was working fine. I forgot about that. That's fine. All right, so whoever came in here, or whoever did something, or whatever happened, so let's take this on the side of this guy saying that PC 15.
Yep.
And we're going to say somebody put that in there because that's the only way we can figure out what's going on.
Yep.
I wonder if they tried to capture the stream.
Why would they try to capture the stream?
As a secondary stream. Let's hold off on that for a second. Okay. So anyway, somebody put a computer name in here, -15. Okay.
Yep.
What they didn't do was put a correct name in. Now, we don't know what happened beforehand to bring the network down. We do know that PC 15 did not crash anything, have any problem with this PC.
Yep.
Okay? We do know before that, at 10:17, I think the log stated, okay, was the first event. Okay, so the first event where this guy here, just went bananas. He went like, see you later. Goodbye, and went red. All of a sudden over here, the drop frames. Now this is frames, this is not packets.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a big difference in that. The frames are going from point to point by way of a packet.
Yep.
The packet did not drop, but the frame did. Okay, so that's something to think about. But that's a stream. Okay, that's a video stream, so that's going to happen.
You're streaming now.
Huh?
You're streaming now.
Right. That's going. Oh, we've got to be quiet too.
Why?
We're broadcasting out. That's all right. I don't care. So anyway, what happened was the frames right away are the pictures. All right. So the picture just said like I can't go, so it started dropping. I did that. Okay, in testing. However, that just kept going like going all over the
Yep,
place.
I understand.
Everything here just said, see you later, I'm gone. The network side of this. This guy, the CPU was fine, the recording sign was fine, everything else was fine. Not a problem at all. This guy was red, this guy was going crazy. That tells me it lost the network.
Yep.
Now I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and going like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Excuse my language again, God forgive me. What the heck? So the first thing I did was I brought up a screen and I pinged the IP, I pinged this over here. I couldn't get to it.
Ping the router.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
AP.
I couldn't get to it, right. So I said, all right, flip over to WLF6. Get off of that network, get right on there so people can see the services.
Yeah.
So I went over here, I went over to the network, and I pulled up WFL6. Couldn't get on.
But you can now, right?
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So I couldn't get on.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, what do I do? Ping it. So I pinged the router, all right? I got a really high kickback of like maybe 986 seconds. It's like, whoa, this is weird.
Something's bogging down the system.
So hold on now, all right? So now I said to myself, all right, fast.com. So I go to fast.com, 1.6K. We need at least 5 meg upload to go out, and it's 1.6K, 1,000 kilobytes.
Right.
It's nothing, all right? I'm like, nah, what the heck is going on? Now I got like 4 different things racing through my head, okay? And I'm saying like, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't.
All of a sudden I combined it and everything and said, last night and this morning I was thinking about this and I thought, what is it all common to? What's the common denominator here with everything going on this PC that you can't get out? What is the common denominator?
Router.
The PC. You can't get to the router. You can't get to
Well,
the
you can't get to the router with
AP.
that. Okay.
You can't get anywhere.
Right, okay.
The PC. So I said, it's got to be the PC.
Okay.
So I said, all right. The router is, the PC is connected to the AP. Okay?
Yeah.
So now you told me this morning that you couldn't get to Facebook, which makes sense. All right? But now I'm sitting here saying like, okay, it's a PC problem. So now I'm thinking, whoever was in the network was trying to do something. And they got to this PC and they knocked it offline.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I can think of because we don't have enough evidence to
But
say anything else.
how do you...
It's a theory.
Okay, theory. You shouldn't have anybody able to log into your machine.
No, they can't log into the machine. They could hit it with a DNS or something. Attack. A DDNS or something.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? We don't trace anything here. We don't have the capability to have anything on live to be able to see that. Okay? So the other thing is that when you go here to the router, to the AP, okay? We're going to be changing passwords today too, just for the heck of it, but I might leave them alone. Everything is all basic and bare bones because we don't have any problems with it, so I'm not going to mess with it. However, let me get the wrong one here. Go to troubleshoot. In troubleshooting, when you go to packet capture, you can do a Wireshark capture. Okay. The problem is I don't know how much it is. I got to find that out. Okay. I don't want to kick the AP down. I put that out in Cambrian this morning. I've got to wait until I get an answer back. It may have it now, but I just don't know. Okay. I'll know when I get home because I get my email and everything. However, the point is this. All right. We can do a network trace on here, but the problem is we don't know how long we can run the trace. So the problem is if I start running this at 8:30 in the morning, by 9 o'clock I might kill the AP.
Right.
Okay? The logs. This is what really got me mad. And I got to talk to somebody about this too. Connectivity? Nope. There's a log button here. Come on. Okay, the logs.
Yep.
So, okay. So I go in. So you can't do that. That's who's on, who's off.
Is that showing this over there now or no?
No, nothing to do with this at all. So this is just showing who's on the net, who's on the AP or not. And I looked at that yesterday. I couldn't find the MAC address to that other one.
And you aren't on the AP with this one?
I don't know.
Oh, with this one?
I don't know. Not right now, no.
Yeah.
So at any rate, you start the logs. The logs have a timer on them. They can only run for a certain amount of time and they stop. Which tells me, again, the memory on this thing.
Right.
Okay, you can't run it. It's only get like 500 meg or something, even
nothing.
if that. Yeah, so the logs are very kind of like back behind. So I just looked at it. I got to create an SSH key to be able to log in by SSH. I might be able to pull the log out that way. So I have to look at that when I go home. Okay. However, the logs don't give us anything unless you're there to see it.
Right.
So you can't leave them on and wait for something to happen. You've got to do a snapshot of what's happening at the time. So if the thing is down, the only thing I can do is go to another PC. Okay, at that time, log into the AP and take a snapshot. You know what I mean? Which, we're in church. I mean, I can't set up like 10 laptops up here. You do
No,
different
but you
things.
can go in the office and get to the AP from there, right?
But by the time I go from here to there, it may be gone.
Should
You
be
see
gone,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Because you're sitting
It's
here
only a
like this.
snapshot, yeah, you're right.
You're sitting here like this, all right? I'm going la-di-da, Father's up there, giving the sermon and the mass and everything and such. And all of a sudden the thing happens. So the first thing I do is I look at it to figure what's happening. Do we have a loss of bandwidth, which we've had a lot of as well? Or do I have a crash like I did yesterday? Okay, and the crashes happen sometimes, like it is more frequently than you think, put it that way.
Yeah.
Probably once a month, maybe twice a month. Okay, the other stuff is just, that's just something ridiculous.
Well,
Get to that in a second. But anyway, you're at church and you're looking at this and you're going like, okay. So now you think to yourself and you say, all right, knowing all these things that are happening in the back of your mind, you say, what's the plan when you have the event?
Right.
So the first thing is get to the AP.
Right.
So I go to get to the AP, I can't get there. Now I say, okay, fine, go to Kathy's office, which I did.
Before you do that, can you access the AP from your phone?
No. So, well, I don't know, I didn't try it. So I go to Kathy's office, okay, and I log into the router or to the AP or such.
Yep.
But by the time I get there, in most cases, yes. Now by that time, it's like a minute or two, and it's
all
back
gone.
up and running. So anything that I need is gone. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so now, where you can't get the laptop, doesn't make sense to have two laptops here. And you're not gonna bring Kathy's PC out here. What if you... Will the app work on your phone for that?
The only thing that we can do is set up a separate laptop somewhere around here. It's over there in Kathy's office or,
Yeah,
Father's
but it's
office.
still gonna take you a while to get over there.
That's the problem.
And that's
okay?
gonna be too late.
That's right. So I can do some things on this guy. So I can ping it and I can find out what's going on. So what I might do is even if I did a trace on here, okay, it wouldn't show me all the root causes. So I was talking to Comcast this morning. He said the router is useless for logs, which I figured out yesterday, all right? When you go in there, the log button, there's nothing there, okay? I mean, you go in, if you go in there and you push the log button on there, nothing shows up
At all.
at all.
So
Okay,
what's the
it's-
incentive of having the logs?
Huh?
Why do you even bother having the logs?
They have to. They have to put it on there to say that they got it, you know what I mean?
Even though it does dick.
That's right. So, needless to say, the next step is, what are we going to do? So, I said, all right. I need solid, concrete evidence. That's the problem that I'm facing. I
Right.
can't get evidence on what's going on. Is somebody attacking the computer? Is there a network problem? Or what is happening? And it only happens at certain times. 90% of the, 99%, 95% of the time. That 5%, it happens prior to 10:15. But 95% of the time, it's right around the 10:15 mark. So you say to yourself, all right, let's set up something at 10:15. So that's what I'm going to do next week. Okay, I'll set up a trace. But the problem with the trace is that if I lose connectivity, it's not going to show me what's on
Right.
the other end. Okay?
Yeah.
So I need to go somewhere and I need to do a trace. But I can't do it on the router because the router won't do that. Okay? So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order another router during the week. And I'm going to set up a back-to-back router in a bridge mode. I'm going to take the main router coming in and still use all the functions out of that. I'm going to put a router in front of it called in bridge mode.
Yep.
Okay? Now, we used to do that with the old Fios stuff to get a faster internet because they were only like 2.4,
Okay.
100 megs.
I know what you're doing there, yeah.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll use the logging on the new router to capture the information that we need to see what's going on. Okay? And that's the only way I can do it. That won't give us a trace. That will only give us what the log in the router will report. And I got to talk to my buddy up at NTS to figure that out, to see what's going
Yeah,
on.
so what's that gonna buy you?
It's going to buy me MAC addresses, IP addresses, and things of that nature that I can look at.
Right.
Okay, as well as conversation between these devices. Okay, and that's key. Who registered the device? Where it came from? You know what I mean? That kind of thing?
Yeah, I know, but...
What it did, more importantly. Okay, because you're going to see on the logs over there, anything on the wire. Okay, you're not going to see everything on the wire, don't
Right.
get me wrong. It's not a network trace, which I wish we could do from back there. That's what I wanted to do.
Right.
The only thing we can see on that is the devices going online, logging in, and some of the conversation between that and another device.
Yep.
Okay? So if we see something back there sending erroneous packets to this, we may pick it up. The
That's
trace will
only
be
coming from out back.
the trace will be the way to pick that up. However, we can locate the device out of there using the two of them.
Yep.
Now this guy here is going to be useless because it's going to, as soon as something hits it, it's going to kill it right away. So we need to set something up behind the scenes to be able to look at the network while we're looking at the router as well too. So the router will tell us where the conversations are coming from. We can go to the trace and see exactly what it's doing. And that's the key to it right there. That's the only way we're going to figure this out. That's the only way because it's like a wire here. Okay, the wire's broken.
Yep, I know.
Okay, so the problem is we don't know the root cause. What's causing this to happen? That's the problem. We don't know.
Can you make an AP invisible?
To the sense of the SSID?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
But see, that's not the point.
wait, no, wait a minute.
That's not the point.
No, wait, I know that, but listen to this a minute. Leave that one up accessible as it is, okay? but restrict the output of it. Okay, wait a minute.